Hey guys, it's Jeff Hartman, the Nut to Man, and today I've got another washer that you do not want to buy because of bearings and the fact that you cannot change the bearings, okay? It's a Whirlpool Duet WFW87. Now the last video we did was a WFW72. Well, it's got the same issue, and that is that the tub halves are glued together. Now if you recall from the last video, a technician called me and said he was replacing the bearings on the machine because that's the cost-effective thing to do, and it keeps the machine out of landfill. Because if you got to pay $400 or $500, people are just going to scrap the machine and then buy another one. Okay, so what happens is he got the outer tub out, and then everything's going to plan. They removed the clips, everything's going to plan. Then he couldn't get the tub halves apart because he found out that they glued them. Okay, and I kind of alluded to this a while back. I'd heard that some people are going to start doing this, so you can't service your bearings because you have to buy the whole outer tub assembly. And that's the reason why you don't want this WFW87. Now, if you find on Craigslist, it's probably because the bearings are bad. I have a lot of cases where clients will call me and they'll say, hey, I bought this machine and it needs bearings. It's loud. I got fired it up and it's louder and crap. And of course, the people didn't tell them that. They were selling the machine because they knew the bearings are bad. And they, like the Maytag Neptune, it's probably $1,100 now if you want to fix the bearings. You got to buy that big outer tub. That outer tub's like $750 now. Where it used to be, when I first started selling the washer bearings for the Neptune, it's probably about $250. But they're out of production now, so they're not buying many of these. You know, they're buying thousands a month probably of these big, huge outer tubs. And that they lost that economy of scale, which makes sense. But hey, let's face it, I sell washer bearings and seal kits, so I want to make these washers fixable. Okay, let's go take a look. Here is the 87. That's the WFW87. It's a 4.3 cubic foot with precision dispense. Who cares about precision dispense? Let's say with 20-year bearing life. Let's try that option. I'm sure they would sell a lot of these things. Okay, here we've got the exploded view. And of course they show one big tub, and they show a clamp and a door bellow. Number 8, we go over here, it says drum tub assembly. Now you notice this has a motor, actually mounts the back of this tub. That way you don't have a belt, which is nice. You don't have to worry about a belt. So that is a good idea, I like that. Now here's an older Duet, it's a GHW9400, and you'll see you have a back tub, you got a front tub, you got the basket. You can replace any one of these parts, okay? Which is nice, because worst case, you'd be out a back tub for about $350, which has the new bearings and seal. But it's cheaper to buy the bearings for $80 in the seal kit. And then you can replace that, a couple hours labor, and you're back up and running, washing clothes, and your wife is happy, okay? But with, you know, the new Whirlpools, you got to buy the whole tub, and $764 is crazy. Now this price could drop. That's what it is today. Today's September 17th. Yep, 17th, 2016. That's what I'm showing for that part right now. So are people going to fix this machine, or are they going to scrap it after, you know, the one I was talking about, the the WFW72, it was only 3 years old. 3 years old. And had bearing issues already. Okay? Now I've talked to people where their Duet or other washer, Kenmore Elite, is only a year old. Just after the warranty and the bearings are shot. Okay? But if we could put, that's my goal here, is 20-year bearing life. If we could do that, that would be awesome. I mean, it'd be bad for me, but it'd be awesome for you guys. Because that would be a good thing. The machine will last 20 years. So, you know, what do we do here? Tub halves are glued together. You know, if you do find a machine on the curb, that's probably what it is. It's probably the bearings are shot, and they decided to go buy a new machine. So, it might be a good pickup for you, though, because you could get this for parts, okay? Because you got pressure sensor in there, you got the electronics, you could sell those out. Just when you do that, make sure you mark them, what model it went into, and then you can put those on eBay or whatever and sell them. That would be a good thing because you can repurpose those parts and components. But as for buying a whole machine that you want to use to wash clothes, which is what they're intended for, I do not recommend the Whirlpool WFW87 or the 72 we talked about in the last video. Now, if you have a machine that you've taken apart because you want to change the bearings and you found out that the tub is sealed, let me know, and I'll do a video about that one too, because I want to call out all these manufacturers who are doing this, because it's not good for the consumer, okay? And it's not good for the landfills either, because it's going to create a lot more landfill traffic, let's say, by having these bearings fail and people scrap the machines, okay? So this is Jeff Hartman, the Neptune Man. If you have any questions, please contact me. I appreciate you. Thanks. Bye-bye.